Yo, it's just another day in the park, you know, we just got the people outside, just kicking it on the bench, having their little picnics and whatnot. You see the guys over the corner with their buds and Miller Lights and whatnot, and on the other side you got them playing basketball.
Hello guys, and welcome to my segment, Sistahgirl Presents, Strawberry Letter. Okay, so we'll be joining some very brave souls. They'll be joining me for my Strawberry Letter segment. These women and men have been very brave people to have their issues looked at for the whole world to see, to gain clarity and perspective for their situations. Everybody needs romantic help, even the people that call themselves clairvoyants. Like, no one knows everything. Like, even myself, I'm a clairvoyant, but I don't mean I know every fucking thing. It just means I know a little bit more than an average person. But what can we do to see our situations when sometimes we just see we have another person look in, maybe give a perspective, and definitely help us get clarity for the things we already know and the things we don't. So, if you're ready, please join me for Sistahgirl Presents Strawberry Letter. Now, usually I do this with my husband, but he is completely fell asleep on me. And I was busy, but I make my promises kept. And so I am here, guys, and we are going to get into this Strawberry Letter. Okay? All right. Let's go into the first person that definitely wrote in today. And by the way, these are anonymous, so the names are incorrect. They're not the right people. And you don't know who the fuck they are. And I appreciate those people. And please like, share, and subscribe. A little disclaimer. You might actually feel like some of this advice is for you. You may be going through very similar situations, and you may find out that a person is going through something that could really benefit you. And you're right, it could. Keep an open mind. Okay? All right, we're going to go into this Strawberry Letter number 1. Dear Nicole, my name is Sacrifice. I would really like an opportunity to be a part of your channel. Okay. I've struggled with love so long to the point I think I'm the overall problem. I give and give with nothing in return. I feel like maybe I could be asking for too much from these guys. I ask for time and communication, but now in the day, you have to pull teeth just to get these things. I sacrifice a lot, love, time, and the willingness to help them through their hard times, but I keep getting broken down. All right, well, Miss Sacrifice, here's what my thing is. Number 1, don't give nobody anything that they wouldn't give back to you. Don't make anybody a motherfucking priority when they make you just a task to do something to do. Because when you start to put more emphasis into people and not yourself, then you tend to attract people who are not fully invested in who you are. You just attract the same type of people who don't never have energy or time to invest in you. And that leaves you at a detriment. So, and my personal advice is to stop investing in people who don't give you the time and effort that you need. You're looking for a relationship, start to write down what you're looking for. The man you want to find, or the woman you want to find, you need to write down in detail what that looks like, what you're wanting to learn, what you want to teach that person, what kind of experiences you guys want to have, where you're willing to go in a relationship, how much time you need to feel important, needed, and wanted, and how much time are you willing to give out. Also, another thing, too, start to visualize these things. They start to manifest. A lot of people find a lot of unavailable people because they're unavailable emotionally. They don't know how to love themselves. I'm not saying you are. But they don't know how to give to themselves. And they find people who are unavailable because it just suits the purpose of I can't find anybody, and now it's true. So you make yourself true each time. But I also feel that people who find unavailable people, they don't attract available relationships because they honestly wouldn't know what to do if they finally found a stable relationship. You may find the most perfect guy, and you may ruin that relationship because you're mentally not ready for it. I'm not blaming you because I know, like I said, these niggas are for everybody. You ain't gonna have me sit up here and be no mammy and tell you otherwise. But I do feel that if you're communicating with men and they're not giving you the kind of communication that you're looking for, then leave. Men are smart. Men invest in what they want to invest in. As a married woman, I know I've seen these men. I ain't got to be married to know, but I've seen these men. These men only invest. When a man really want to be with you, he will call your phone. Everything you say will be an interest. When a man don't know what he want or he don't want you, he will just disappear and make you confused and guessing. That's why if a man's all in my face, he's not interested in me. I will blow him off and act like he's not existent. And when men start to get down, she's not gonna let me waste her time. They're gonna start to step to the plate or leave you alone. And you ain't gotta worry. The right man, if he's in love with you, you never have to worry about cheating, lies, and all that other shit, STDs. Cause you know why? Cause he loves you so much. He loves himself. He loves himself first. Loves you. And you ain't never got to fucking worry about where his ass is at. I mean, you do, but not men, you don't. These sucker fools, you do. All right? So let's look into your situation via cards. This is my love oracle. Shout out to All Things Intuitive. All right, let's look at what your love oracle says. Okay. Regret. So you may have to go over all the things in your life that you look back at and you kind of feel remorseful about. How people treated you, how you treat other people, and really think about, damn, now that I reflect on every relationship and I felt taken advantage of or at a detriment, now how am I going to pick up the pieces of my life to become a better person for me and my future? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you should regret anything. I think you should honestly take advantage of the lessons that you've had with relationships, and just some things they're just tests, they're just feats for you to learn and work things out. And you can't break any omelets without making can't make any omelets without breaking any eggs. You can also have a person in your life that is looking in on you and they regret how they treated you, but we'll get into that. Anything else? Okay. Fate. Okay, so it's going to happen for you. A relationship that's meant to be will happen for you. Work on yourself first. New love is coming. Someone wants a second chance with you, or maybe you're taking a second chance to look at things. And boundaries. Very important. Now, no accident that boundaries came up. I believe that we as women don't have enough boundaries with these brothers. And we let them walk all over us, and we just don't know when to draw the line. See, men don't have a problem drawing a line, what they will and won't take. And society has conditioned them to have standards where a woman is supposed to take anything a man gives her because they're the nurturer and provider, not me. As a woman, I'm not going to give you anything you're not going to give to me. So if I honestly feel like I'm giving to you and I have a boundary, that if I'm going to be in your life, this is what I expect. And if you can't reach those expectations, then why are we still talking? You wasted my time. I'm 30 years old. I don't have time for that. So you need to make sure the people that you are in relationships, you have firm boundaries and you let them know where you stand. That may be an issue that they walk into relationships with you and they kind of set the rules on how they treat you, and you just like, okay, and then you get upset because it's not what you really wanted and it ain't fair. All right, let's look into this situation. What's regret for you? All right, look at these cards popping. Prince of Cups and Ace of Wands. A lot of people just upset because they just offered you dick and bubble gum. Stop taking offers of dick and bubble gum. If any price that you got, the right guy is going to pay it because he's going to know you're worthy and know that you're valuable. And you don't need to give anything, especially time and conversation, to nothing. A lot of these dudes just want ride. They ride's risen. That's all they see is a beautiful woman, and they want to come up after you. You could turn down this offer. This ain't no king. It's a prince. This a young man who's 30 years old who's just promising you some shit. He feels bad. Now he want to give you a cup of love. But what was that cup of love when you was fucking him? See that 8 of Wands? Somebody may be energetically reaching out to you, but what's the point? I mean, you regret, maybe some things you said and did. Not you, but it could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be a fire sign with the Ace of Wands. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I definitely feel like someone with I just feel like someone feels like they treated you unfairly, and they really want to energetically connect with you. But be careful, because the Prince of Cups is not necessarily a solid offer. It is a promise, and I don't do promise rings being 30. I'm married. Say that shit for high school. Fate. Why'd you get fate? Why did you get fate today? Yeah, partnership. Okay. Could be dating someone. Justice, reverse. I ain't gonna read all these. And 2 of Wands. You could be with a Libra. 2 of Wands. You could be dealing with a relationship in which a person needs to be upfront and honest about what the fuck that they feel upset and slighted by. The Justice card is about being slighted. It's about feeling some type of way. It's about being in a relationship with someone and you feel like they have to answer for a wrong discretion or a wrong answer. Mentally not connecting, a choice in which you are leaning too much on someone else. So this could be about a codependent behavior. Either you or this person. Justice could be Libra, Aries, but I definitely feel like your relationship, this person needs to be open and honest with you. If you're dating someone, could be a Libra, could be a water sign. This person isn't being honest with you. If you are dating someone or you are dating men, they are patternistic. They come into your life wanting to get their dick rubbed. They offer you communication, and then they dip on you with unjust actions, and then leave you in a situation where you feel like you have to be upfront and honest, and leave relationships that completely leave you in balance. What's new love? Okay, let's look here. Yeah, the 5 of coins. And let's see. Okay, so seems like whoever you dating, they're going to be back. They emotionally trying to build themselves up. Maybe with their family. 10 of Cups can be about solid structure, family life, happiness, the bliss, comfort. 3 of Swords is about situations that aren't that bad. They can be fixed and healed. Maybe you're dealing with an ex who wants a second chance, as it says right here. Second chance. Okay, 4 of Wands and 10 of Wands. Someone does want to give you. You may be dealing with men who do want to be with you, but they feel that being with you is a burden. I don't know why they feel that way, but in the relationship, maybe someone is shouldering too much of the responsibilities. And if that's the case, you guys are going to have to delegate and reprioritize who is taking what role in the future, so that you don't get overwhelmed and feel like you're giving too much to people who don't fucking deserve it. Boundaries. Okay, so King of Swords, Hermit, could be dealing with a Virgo. King of Swords, Star could be dealing with air sign. I definitely see here the Hermit. So you may have a person in your life that gives you advice and you don't hear nothing they say. The Hermit is about ancestors, people that are in your life older than you. If you got the Hermit reverse, you don't listen to shit nobody tell you, or you think you know what's best. The thing you need to do in relationships is be more open-minded and listen to who have to tell you. Especially about your man. Be King of Swords, be very diligent. This is CIA. Women are the CIA. You need to be one. The Star is about, you don't see things clearly. You or this person that you keep encountering, maybe keep running into air sign people. I see Star, I see the fucking Justice card. I think, honestly, you need to draw boundaries. I think that if you knew what it is you will and won't take from a person, even if you go dateless, because you know what you want and you know who you are, you know what you stand, you will find somebody that's going to meet that. And they're going to give you what you want because you're worth it to them. All these other suckers are just helping you get rid of themselves, you know? But yes, that's my advice for you, is never give to yourself more than these dudes. These dudes ain't gonna give you nothing, you know? And I'm looking at your letter. I don't think that you should pull teeth. I think that these dudes, matter of fact, hold on. Moving forward, what do you think about her pulling teeth? What should she do when she feels like she has to pull teeth with a significant other? That'll be your advice, okay? You know the tarot's gonna tell you. The oracle is about secrets, and the Ace of Swords is about a person who they feel is anarchy or an idea that's not valid. Okay, so here's what it says: secrets and drama. Someone not living their truth and someone that's burnt out and disconnected from their intuition. So why the hell are you going out your way and knowing intuitively? It says intuitively, you know. You not listening. The Ace of Swords, you're not hearing. Intuitively, Three of Cups could be people in third-party relationships. Like I said, honestly, if this is your situation where someone is either too indulgent in their job and they don't have time for you, or you ain't got time for them, somebody ass is cheating with the Hierophant and the Three of Cups, or they thinking about cheating. The Nine of Cups is about wishes. Maybe they have a desire to step off into another relationship, but I definitely see the Hierophants about power struggles and people that can't get on the same team. In regards to your question about sacrificing, I don't think you should do that because it says you're not living in your truth. It honestly says that there will continue to be third-party relationships in which you'll have to rebel, and you will have to make your wish and go after it. So honestly, don't do that. Only give to people what they're willing to give to you. And if you're giving something to them, just snitch it. And they don't give it back, bye. I mean what I say. All right, let's look on. Okay, I got another one. A person wrote, I just want to know the truth about how you feel about me. If you'll ever truly be together or you'll continue to hurt me with other women. I just want you to come forward and to have a clear and honest conversation. Sign, let's be upfront already. Okay, so we got a viewer who feels like they don't know, again, do not know where they stand with these dudes. And these dudes, they got you because they know women love the women. You get one little thing and the right girls just run off. And they get suckered into the idea of love. But this ain't no motherfucking love. If a person makes you question what their moves are, any man is going to be upfront honest with his intentions. And the fact that you are up there waiting to see if this person's entertaining other women is a clear indicator they don't even value you at all. Any person that's entertaining other bitches in front of you and they know it's hurting you, and they don't even give a fuck to see how that can really, like, play into the situation, especially if the shoe is on their foot, it's fucking selfish. You are probably a good person out there who don't need to be in a relationship in which people don't even appreciate or value your sense of worth. No. And you just came in here and said that this person is with other people. With other people. Other women. And you want to have an honest conversation. That motherfucker need to have an honest conversation. What about that shit? All right, we'll look into that. What do you get out of her situation? See all these cards, and when your love life is a mess. It's all this energy is just like, just spread all over the bed. Let's see what you get from this situation. What should she do about this person? Okay, let me see. Hold on. So many cards are coming out at once. All right, let's see. All right. Try to do this again, because that's the third time I've tried to do this for you. Someone has a lot of anxiety. Go slow. You know, honestly, maybe in the beginning with this person, if you were dating them, maybe y'all rushed into things. Support and retreat. God is saying leave and get support from your friends. In this relationship with someone that you don't know where you stand, honestly, it says there's no point in you even being with them. They're probably not made for you. They probably aren't right for you. The reason why you were supposed to go slow was to get to know all the red flags. Now you're in a situation where you're going to have to lean on someone to get over your broken heart or a relationship in which things did not go right. And find some time to heal yourself, honestly. Let's look into the retreat part, leaving and stuff. You may feel like you want to leave somebody the fuck alone. This may also be your emotional feeling as well. Let's see, what is retreat? What is retreat? Why is retreat here? Uh-oh. Okay. These cards came out. Okay, so you may be dealing with an ex. Six of Cups and the Four of Pentacles could be dealing with a Capricorn. But I definitely see here that you're living in the past. The Six of Cups reminded me of a person who they just don't really know exactly what they want to do in their future. So they keep leaning on what used to be. According to the card's perspective, this relationship is an ex. And they may have moved on, and they may be miserly or mean. And by the way, I'm sorry, this is my sexual oral, my Hot Girl Summer deck. I actually bought this from Sluttish Tarot. I meant to say this earlier, not to cut off the reading. I actually ordered this deck, $60 actually. It's made by, Morgan Claire Serene. And it is pro-trans, pro-sex, worker, pro-gay, pro-lesbian. And these cards are really BDSM. Like, look at these cards. Aren't they beautiful? Okay, my bad. Okay, so the Six of Coins and the Four of Pentacles is an ex-boyfriend. Someone that either you can't move on or they can't move on. Let's see. Yeah, Five of Wands. You guys may have had a fight, maybe. The Ten of Pentacles may talk about how you got old baggage. Yeah, the Prince of Wands and the Nine of Wands could be dealing with a Sag or a Scorpio energy, but I definitely feel the energy of defending oneself, protecting oneself, being overly defensive. So if y'all had a fight, this person is waiting for the dust to settle. They got a lot of old baggage. They're very protective when it comes to you. Let's see, what's retreat? I'm sorry, what's support? I got support. Justice could be a Libra, could be dealing with strength. Strength could be a Leo. You may find yourself trying to balance your situations out and just have the moral courage and fortitude to get through situations that try your patience. Maybe you've been betrayed by a Leo, maybe you've been betrayed by a Libra, but I definitely feel here that you're going to move on and have sense of clarity from this situation. You're supposed to lean on your support. You do feel like this person has wasted the best times of your life, but your years are not over. What is going slow? Okay, set right up. Two of Cups. Could be a new relationship coming in. Let's see. Could be working with this person. Okay, King of Cups. They could be very emotionally moody, jealous, possessive. They love people and they want to be highly admired. Yeah, the Hangman and the Ten of Wands. This person is definitely a martyr. They kind of fuck themselves over and make things worse. And the Ten of Wands, they want to reassess things. They kind of feel like they don't have the correct picture about you. Maybe they feel like if they wait till enough time goes by, that maybe that will be the deciding factor. I don't know if you want to wait on this person, but after them cheating and doing all type of deceptive shit, I wouldn't wait around, because guess what? If you did that same shit on these motherfucking dudes, guess what? They would be gone. And you know what? Same thing here. So like I told the last viewer, and I don't know if you're still watching past that, so we'll skip through the video. But I'm gonna tell you like this: if you are in a relationship and this person is doing everything, look at Chloe. And I was just reading the video about. Look at Chloe and that little football player she was with. Girl, the fucking football player. Now you know it's some bullshit. This woman gave the best years of her fucking life to a person, and they just cheated on her and did her all type of wrong. And she's making herself available for this person. Making herself available to a person who don't even give a shit or a fucking... They don't give a damn about her. If they did, they wouldn't do her that way. How much you want to bet? We women got to stop giving these brothers our energy and our love and our respect and our attention because they don't fucking deserve it if they're not going to meet us, if not more than halfway. We are in charge of our own relationships. We are. And honestly, if we're going to allow ourselves to keep being brought down by people that don't fucking respect our worth or value, fuck them. So sis, as a woman, leave that motherfucker alone. If this motherfucker can't see how the treasure and how beautiful you are, that's that motherfucker's problem. It ain't yours, boo. Because at the end of the day, the right person's going to see that ass as a valuable piece of work, a treasure, okay? Bet and believe, boo. Bet and believe. All right. We going to go to the next one. Because I just can't wait. I just can't stand to see a woman treated like shit. And you've been good to a person. All right, dear Nicole, almost every relationship I've been in has been toxic. I'm not even sure if it's me, but I never attract the type of man with the qualities I want. For example, loving, caring, faithful, and honest. Every time I leave a toxic situation, the next man I end up is worse than the next. Okay, so let me tell you something. You may not be ready for a relationship. Number one, get you a spiritual bath. You may have that person's energy still on you. Number two, after you've done that, spend some time alone and don't date anybody. A lot of the times we keep attracting the same type of men is because there's something wrong with us too. And we got to look at why we keep allowing those kind of people in our lives to where they can force and wreck up shit that we've built for years and emotionally put ourselves in a better situation. We may be very caregivers and giving our energy to the main people who are vampiric. Okay? But it does say, what can I do to start attracting men that are good for me? So here's my thing with that. Here's what you could do to attract men. Miss, I don't know, I'm attracting all these toxic relationships. I honestly think you should be alone. I don't think you should get to anyone else. I think you should be by yourself. And the reason why I'm not trying to punish you. I just think that when you spend time alone, you start seeing patterns a lot clearer. And you start to notice and, really sit down and be like, damn, I didn't know it was that fucking bad. It is. So I honestly think that if you spend time not being in a position where you are going from one fucked up relationship to another, you can actually sit back and assess, damn, I went with this person, this happened. Now I know why that happened. I didn't even think about it that way. But you can't hear yourself think because, honestly, a lot of us, we have fucking noisy-ass lives. We're trying to process information from the last motherfucker we slept with. And now we're trying to get with another motherfucker, and our energy's wrong. Sometimes we could be off. And we keep finding people that are lower vibrational because we're not at our highest vibration. So, my bad. My video got cut off. But we're going to go back to the strawberry letter that I was at. So, basically, we're still reading. I do think you should be alone. I think you should be alone because I feel like you need that time to heal and see why these relationships keep creeping up on you and trying to manifest in your life. You may be subconsciously even attracting them and don't even know it because when you never heard that scenario about the drunk father and the mother that always kind of tiptoes around the father and tries to make a situation better, and we don't even know we're the enabler. We're in so many toxic codependent relationships that we've grown into or seen in our family lives or info structures, and subconsciously we've internalized them and made ourselves our parents for those who apply. I'm not saying that's your situation, but I definitely feel that being alone can really add some clarity to your situation. And, I think that when it's like the drunk situation, when everything's going good, we feel the need to self-sabotage. Not with this relationship. I'm saying just we get out of one fucked up relationship. And then we have the potential to attract something else, productive if we just sit out. But we just want to be with somebody right now. And ain't nothing wrong with being with someone. But don't be codependent to lean on someone when you could just be by yourself. I'd rather be alone than deal with some toxicity. I'm starting to learn that in my adult life as I'm going through my relationship issues with my own husband. I'd rather be alone than deal with a situation that leaves me depleted. Because now I'm starting to learn and appreciate my self-worth as a 30-year-old woman, but I've been through a lot of shit to get here. You got to reassess in your life, what have you done to get where you are now, and are you willing to give that space to another motherfucker who don't deserve it? And the answer is no. Then you're going to start eliminating a lot of codependent, toxic relationships because you know what you will and won't stand. Boundaries are essentially important. I'm not saying that, this is not a shaming thing. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying that in order for us to really get into very healthy, productive relationships, we must stand from a point of accountability. How much accountability can we take as people, and what can we learn from those situations? All right, so every relationship you've been in is toxic, and you're not really sure about the men you attract. Every time you're in a relationship, it's toxic, and it's worse than the last. Okay, so we're gonna look at that. Why is every relationship that you in more toxic than the last? Okay, so a lot of these people are twin flames, or people that are karmic soulmates, and they are here in lesson form, and they will keep repeating the same lesson until you get them. Oh, this card came out, flew out the deck. Longing. You may be afraid to be alone. You may want to be in a relationship in which somebody comes back from the past. You're like, okay. And it's just like, no, you need to be alone. Or you just find, it doesn't have to be a past ex, it could be a familiar energy. A lot of people, we keep dating the same patternistic people, then it's something within us that's creating that pattern. True love. Maybe you feel that you are longing, you feel like you met someone, you finally love them, you feel like they're your soulmate and they're not, they're your twin flame. Not all of them, but, I do think that, a lot of your connections are strictly sexual, and you can't tell the difference between what is emotionally truly there or emotionally stable for you versus people who want to waste your time and leave you at a detriment. They're just feeding off of you. You're like a feeding ground for energy and sexual activity when you're no one's fucking plate. What's the twin flame card for you? Okay, so the Princess of Coins can be about a woman who doesn't invest in herself at all. She's more materialistic when it comes to the physical aspects. Could be dealing with a young Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo woman under the age of 30. So you got this twin flame energy, and you may feel like you are either depressed, you don't have the skills or ability, or you have a lot to do before you can get into a relationship. But the Prince of Pentacles definitely reminds me of a person who I feel is they don't invest enough in themselves, or they feel like they have the skills to get in a relationship. So right now, you're not ready. The moon is about working on self-reflection, self-undoing, someone that doesn't listen to their intuition, about relationships, and they need to. The Wheel of Fortune is the result of those not listening to relationships. Could be dealing with a Pisces or a Jupiter, could be dealing with double Pisces or Sag. You don't listen to people, or you things turn out badly because you don't listen to your own self-intuition. You make a lot of risky emotional choices, or you try to go into a situation with emotional risky choices, knowing that the odds may be somewhat high, and it's a volatile period. You'll just rush right in, wanting for longing. The Prince of Swords is about a person who just moves. They move for the sake of moving. So if you are dealing with the air sign people, cut them off. But I definitely feel, you definitely need to cut off energies that don't work for you, which is, acting impulsively as a Prince of Swords. Could be an anger problem, or you are attracting people subconsciously who have anger problems. Longing, what is longing? Okay, longing. The Eight of Swords and the Prince of Cups. Yeah, you may long for men that don't do you no justice. None of these offers can be fulfilled. They swindle you. And the Eight of Swords, that's a card of forgiveness and clemency, but this is being trapped in a situation that doesn't ever improve. So you're longing for love offers that are unrealistic, They can't ever give you what you want. It's like asking a guy who has no job to buy you edible arrangements. You know damn well this dude can't buy it unless he gets off his ass and does it. The Lover's card. So you are definitely wanting a solid, deep connection, but it says here you're going to have to build yourself out of where you used to be or where you come from. And if you are single, you are alone, you are in need. But it says here with the Pentacles, you will dig yourself out of your emotional rut and you will come up swinging. Love is about a relationship, so you will definitely find someone. Let's see, truly love, true love. Okay, so I'm going to take these two. Okay, so you got the instruction card. Could be definitely instructions, or it could be a title, it could be a paperwork. You got 3 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. And I definitely feel here that you want a relationship in which you feel like you're, again, instructions where you guys are here, you guys are on the same page, you know where each other stands, boundaries are in place, and you feel like if you are being juggled between a career and not you in another relationship, that's your true love perspective. So let's see why you keep getting sexual connections, because that seems very shallow and low vibrational. It says here, the 7 of Pentacles, you don't trust people or they don't trust you, or you get in relations with people that, I wouldn't say take advantage of you so much, because 7 of Pentacles is about you already walked into the situation believing they were going to do something to you, which can also hinder your chances, because of whatever you think about, you attract. 4 of Coins could be a Pentacles and 7 of Swords. So yeah, you definitely don't trust people. And people that you invite in, they only come for what they want. They come in, give you some money, or they come in promising you stability, or they come in holding on to you, and at the end of the day, they're only going to deceive you in the end. The Moon Aquarius, they're coming in here to formulate and calculate a plan, or they're spying on you and makes you feel like you can't trust this motherfucker. Yeah. No. Could be dealing with a Libra. Yeah. I would definitely, I wouldn't date. I would just be alone and take the time I needed to form the kind of person I wanted to be and the person I wanted to find, so that when I got somebody, I was like, okay. You know, I just don't think that that's a relationship. If you were my client, which you probably are, that you should probably do. Because, number one, this relationship, I mean, you're giving and loving and caring to people who are toxic and want to not bring peace and tranquility into your situation. Which is why I'm just like, are you serious? Like, what's the whole point of a man or a woman being there if all they're going to do is keep up some bullshit? It's no point in you being here. So, like, yeah, be alone. Because then you know what? Motherfuckers can't just try to give you just any old thing. You know why they can't just give you any old thing? Yeah, friendship and spiritual lesson. It's a lesson for you to learn. It's going to teach you and value, and you're going to value things differently. And that friendship, it's going to stay a friendship, or anybody from the past should stay a friendship, or you should not be dating again. Yeah, I definitely feel that if you were to stay alone, you wouldn't run into any situations, and then guess what? Nobody can say, oh, well, I'm going to leave you, because guess what? You used to be the fuck alone. You don't give a damn. You know? All right, let's use this last one. I'm making some potato soup. Motherfuckers bomb, y'all. Should make me a cooking channel. Okay, so my last one is, Dear Nicole, let me know what you think about that reading, because, like, honestly, I think that the relationships are toxic, and it's not you. And I want to make sure this person knows that abuse is not your fault. I'm an abuse survivor. I was in a relationship with my ex 10 years ago, and he was very abusive to me. And I remember being pregnant and pushed over a coffee table. And I remember going through a lot of emotional stuff as I was carrying my oldest daughter. And I used to sit there and think, like, why can't I attract a decent relationship? And I didn't even know that I really needed therapy to see why. The reasons why I kept picking the same men is because of the relationship with my father. And I had a lot of things I had to work on as a woman. But I would have never known that. I had to get to the root of the surface. A lot of people don't want to get to that root. It's hard to get to that root, because then you got to deal with shit and open up fucking bandages that you just thought that was healed. And it's just not. It's healed, but it leaves an ugly scar, and then you're like, damn, I want to get bleach it so I can get it to go away. You see where this is going? You could just let it heal the normal way, but you was just trying to speed up, and now it's working against you to your own benefit, or detriment, I should say, not benefit. So what did you learn? That it's better to wait. You know? So, yeah, I definitely feel you should. I don't want you to feel like abuse is your fault. You know, I look at toxic relationships that feed upon you as abuse. It's mental, emotional abuse. And I don't tolerate it. And I think that any man that's going to be that nasty to you should just go ahead and find some other to mess with, because you ain't the one. That's what I gotta say about that. Dear Nicole, I have not felt any kind of physical, sexual, emotional attachment to anyone in a very long time. Even before situations were unstable, I am meant to be alone. Is there anything wrong? Is there anything different for me? I give a lot of love to give. I'm hoping to get to share that someday, if it's only meant to be alone and wandering. So you said that you ain't been in no relationship, and before things have been unstable. And are you meant to be alone, or is it something different? Let's see. Let's look at your love life. That's the only way to tell. Let's see. What does your love life say? Will you be alone? Will you be alone, honey? Will you be alone? Okay, these cards came right out. I don't get alone. I get Hierophant. It's about marriage, structure. I do get there will be a suitor. Could be a Taurus. Maybe you just left a marriage. Maybe you could just ended a marriage. Or maybe you're thinking about what it is to come into a complete circle and finally internalize what marriage is. Ace of Pentacles can be someone investing in you. Could be a rich person. The world is about fame or fortune or clarity. Hey. Are you meant to be alone? I mean, it's really up to you. I mean, are you going to chase your bag or chase love? Let's see. What happens if you remain alone? Oh. Let's see. I'm sorry. When I'm looking over to the side, look at this phone my husband got. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Now, alone and wondering is the person who wrote this message. And it says, are you meant to be alone? You will have many offers. Eight of Wands is about people reaching out to you, DMing you on your phone, text message game. The Two of Cups can be about relationships that are not always honest or put a damper on your emotions. So with that Two of Cups, honestly, I feel like the relationship with the Two of Cups reverse is about a connection. If you do get people that are not very good suitors, they're not team players. The Two of Cups is about people who don't give you the harmony or satisfaction, leaves you worried. The Nine of Swords. I'm also looking at your question again, so if I look to the side, you know why. Because I'm literally looking on two phones. Excuse me. I don't think you're meant to be alone. I just think that you keep running into situations that... Because the Three of Cups talks about, are you a very busy person? Like, you work a lot, or you are tired of being around people that leave you drained. This is the person that you feel like you're more evolved, but people can't catch up with you, or you're longing for a sense of community. And the Death card is about changes that need to be made that in your life you're not making. This can also be about another person, but these are mostly sexual or lower vibrational relationship decisions that need to change on your end as well. But I definitely see here that I don't think you're meant to be alone. I just think you keep running into the same problematic ass people. You want to ask my opinion? Let's see here. I'm going to ask, let's see, is there anything different different for you? Is there anything different coming your way? Anything different coming your way? Oops. Seven of Cups. I do see you have many options. Again, I know women will come on here saying, I ain't got no motherfucking options. Okay, so they may not be the options you want, but you do have options. You're not unappealing, the Hierophant, to commit, have relationships. You may find yourself having a lot of options. And you do. You have a lot of options. It says that you just can't find out which option in that box is a good option or a waste of time. Now, that's the pickle. Because you don't know which relationships are good or bad, or ones that you should invest in or just pull out of. But as far as, let's see, if you stayed alone, the Eight of Wands, you will still have offers regardless. If you were being alone. I don't think you're unstable. You know what? Let's ask about that unstable part. Yeah, let's ask about the unstable part. Are you unstable? The Strength card says that you may be a little bit emotionally unstable. You may not feel strong, or you hold your emotions behind a tough facade. You don't want to show anybody your vulnerability side. You kind of are closed off, probably for good fucking reason. Honestly, it says here that I don't think you're unstable. I think you are emotionally cut off from people who are malicious, evil, and care about themselves. Could be dealing with air signs. Could be dealing with a Leo, Aquarius. The Death card and the Two of Wands. Yeah, I just don't think that you're confrontational. I think you'll kill off a relationship as soon as it gets bye. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel that the King of Wands. People may try to control you, and they may throw you off, and you feel like that's not the kind of instructions you want to follow through with. I'm trying to see, is there anything different coming your way? I keep asking, and it keeps saying, yeah. Okay, so I got Hierophant, Seven of Cups, that's saying, Nine of Cups to me is my yes card, so I do think so, but it's more or less getting out of your own head and making things come true. It's kind of like the balls in your court. After so many failed relationships we all have, they all lead to the best ones of our lives. Some of us get the chance to keep them forever, and some of us don't. It really depends on our life path and where we belong. But honestly here, I don't think you're meant to be alone. I just think that people aren't on your level. And when people are on your level, then it's really hard to find a fucking match. Let's see. Yeah, the Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands. You're hard to get to know. You got your face like this, and you ain't let nobody in. As attractive as you are, you like, nah. You know, I'm not, you're going to have to find a balance between nah and yeah. Okay? And let's see here. This card been coming up a lot for you. The Oracle is about mystery, or a person who feels like they're not beautiful or desired. You may also be to someone else, some woman that they cannot get to. The Six of Wands can be about a person pulling up their sleeves to try to do so. The Seven of Wands can be about backing into it. You might actually have a suitor on your way. The Lovers could be dealing with a Gemini. The King of Cups turning to addictions or drugs, or it could be emotionally upset. The Hermit could be about a person who fills their time with social media, or they don't reflect. They're very hard-headed. Yeah, I think it's more or less, it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's got something, or I don't think you're necessarily meant to be single. I mean, by those choices, I ain't mad at you. Yeah, I keep getting the same cards for you. I just basically think that it ain't you. I just think that a lot of women mature faster than men, so we keep picking these brothers and their fucking children. So you're going to have to find out which dude is really an adult or he's really a fucking kid. And you will find out, and you'll know from there. But anyway, that's what I think about that. And thank you so much for joining me for Strawberry Letter and hanging in there with me. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm sorry about the cuts. The video will be full, so you won't even really have like a space. And yeah, so let me know what you think, and I will be posting this to posting this tonight. So if you get this, it is because I have slept and let that bitch load. Alright, guys, thank you so much for making my dream come true and supporting my channel, Sistahgirlreasons.com. You have a wonderful day.